welcome to headgraphics.net. My name is Patrick Yurick, and today we're going to be talking, it is July 10th, 2008, and today we're going to be, I'm starting an art project, and I figured I'd start it with you, maybe give you a little lowdown on how I do some of my art pieces. I'm going to be painting this guitar. It is a miniature guitar. Fully functional. This is a child's practice guitar that I bought from BJ's for around $40. And I'm going to be making it into a piece of artwork. Go over materials first. So I have the guitar itself. Right here I have a block of foam sanding device, some house primer. House primer. It looks like marshmallows and tastes like nastiness. I have a paintbrush, a house paintbrush, a standard one. I like the ones with the flat edges because I can get into more controlled work with it. And also like to have a second brush because when I'm going into this this section in the middle, you can sometimes get drips because when you go around the edges. And to really do a quick cleanup, I like to be able to rub the brush along the inside to clean up and do the edge work. You can also sand this down, so I wouldn't worry if you miss some and it dries. You can sand it down. You can take the sander and actually literally rub the piece sanding paper all along the inside to get it out. I mean, tomorrow when we go into more detailed stuff. Now, you can do this with any type of hard material, like something that, I mean, you could take a baseball bat, or I like things with finished material, because what happens is with the shine, like on the back of the guitar, I can take it and sand it down. And as I sand it down, I'm creating what's called a rough. Now, as you can see, I've already put 2 coats on the top of the guitar. And I'm going to be putting a 3rd coat. Now, 3 coats is pretty good, I would say. And I like to prime my surfaces that I'm about to do my creations on because it gives me a blank palette. So, what I'm doing is I'm painting I'm going to paint the back of this after I do the 3rd coat, but as you can see there's a little drips and messes, but I can sand down the excess very quickly using my sanding block. Now, in the past I've tried taping off, and you can see if you look really close that I'm not perfect. I didn't meet the edges very nicely, but I prefer that to taping because I actually miss when I'm taping too because I'm not the best taper in the world. And in my opinion, I can go back and touch that up. I can put paint on it because the finished result is actually going to have its own finish. I'm going to put about 3 coats of oil-based polyurethane, and I love oil-based polyurethane, although it is a pain to work with because basically at the end, all of your finish, it's really sticky and it doesn't come off your hands, and your brushes are going to be ruined when you use it, but the result is a marble finish that's not really like an acrylic-based poly, which is shiny, but it's kind of, it doesn't give me the effect I like. I like real high gloss, and I like to add a lot of gloss because it brings out the permanence of it. And plus, I was going to say it lasts longer, but I have no way of proving that. But so basically, what I'll do is any of the parts that I went over the line, like on the black on this fretboard, and the pegs over here, is I will end up nearly putting a black over that spot. So I'm going to prime this, and while I'm priming, I'm going to talk about just a little bit about what's going on. Do I have a plan for what I'm going to be painting? No, I find that when I paint and I'm creating a new piece, I like to have the ideas come to me. And as a lot of people can see from my gallery, my artwork section, I do some really trippy things, and it relaxes me more than anything else. All of that comes from my want to be a comic book artist, and that is just the easiest way for me to do a creation. And as you can see while I'm painting, I'm holding the brush like this, not way up here, because I'm not house painting, up, down, like Daniel saw. I'm controlling the brush, and as I control, I can take this, and if I drag the line, I can really get in so that I'm not going too much against. So just note how I'm holding the brush. I'm not putting a lot of paint on the end. I'm dabbing the paint in. I'm putting about that much paint on the end, and I am controlling. Now, I am adding this third coat on, and when the third coat gets completely on the guitar, I will be able to, if you can see, it's not smooth. I mean, it's wet right now, but it's not completely smooth. But no worries about that, because what I'm actually going to be able to do is take the sandpaper and sand down until it's as flat as I want it to, and then I can add another coat of primer on, and I can even sand that down until you can repeat the process until the guitar finishes as smooth as you want it to be. I like a little bit of bumps in my guitar every once in a while too. Like, I like working with paint drips and things like that, but for some of you perfectionists out there, you may want the whole thing to be smooth, and that's okay. You can really do that. And this, like I said, I encourage you to do this with me. Get your own piece and try it out. Go buy some primer, it's really cheap. Some sandpaper, a couple brushes, and start this. Paint supplies aren't that expensive. You can probably cover this whole guitar with a couple tubes of paint and some detailed brushes. Yeah. So, tomorrow, hopefully I'll have the back done. And I'll have everything primed, and I can start planning a design out. And I think I might pencil a design in to start out with. And we'll go over what materials I'm going to be using for my colors. So have an enlightening day. I hope you learned something. I know I did, and I'm kind of excited to be doing a project with you. And we'll be looking at every step of the guitar. It'll take a little while, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good for me to share with you, and it'll be good to do an art project. Okay? See you tomorrow. Or whenever I'm on next time. Bye.
Remember to clean your brushes.